From the moment the Kardashians exploded onto the scene, they rewrote how fame and romance collided under flashing lights. But when NBA players stepped into that world of paparazzi, reality cameras, and brand-building expertise, the results were explosive. Today, we're diving into the most dramatic romances that reshaped careers, reignited rumors, and sparked controversy. The Kardashians haven't just dated athletes, they've potentially rewritten their destinies. And we're unpacking every frame, from flashy weddings and arresting headlines to ghosted contracts and comeback rebounds. Grab your popcorn. This is a celebrity love drama elevated with the pulse of the NBA.
T. K. Whatever the podcast.
1. Rashad McCants and Khloe Kardashian. A Tar Heel turned first-round pick, Rashad McCants never expected to be overshadowed by a relationship. But that's exactly what happened after he started dating Khloe. The couple was first linked in the late 2000s. McCants later complained his NBA trajectory cratered once the media frenzy around Khloe kicked into high gear. In interviews with ESPN Insider, he claimed, "The difference between a $60 million career and nothing was my public romance with Khloe." Scouting reports at the time flagged him as a reliable shooting guard, but once the tabloids trailed him, his focus wavered. Teammates noticed a shift: missed practices, wall stares, endless paparazzi ambushes. Instead of seeing growth, the Timberwolves and Heat passed. McCants ended up overseas and in celebrity 3-on-3 leagues. Adding fuel to the downfall, McCants appeared on reality TV episodes alongside Khloe, which further blurred the lines between sport and showbiz. NBA insiders whispered that coaches didn't see a serious player anymore. Sponsors pulled back, and endorsement deals froze. While Khloe's fame skyrocketed, McCants faded from the professional spotlight. Years later, his name pops up in Where Are They Now? lists, not highlight reels. To this day, fans debate if his talent ever got a fair shot, or if his court time was simply eclipsed by the camera flash. What's clear? One high-profile romance rewrote his entire legacy. Why it matters. McCants was the first NBA name tied to a Kardashian, igniting what fans now call the K Curse. His stats tanked in tandem with the storylines. 2. Kris Humphries and Kim Kardashian.
I get how you guys play around.
I'm fine. I only hate one person. I love her.
Everybody remembers the wedding, 72 days, 2-part special, and more drama than a scripted series. In 2011, Kris Humphries co-starred in one of reality TV's most explosive episodes, alongside Kim Kardashian. As People in TMZ reported, the wedding had an estimated 17 million tune-in viewers. But against the glam backdrop, Humphries got lambasted, accused of being insufficiently Italian to meet Kardashian family standards. After the divorce, he told the Players Tribune that it felt like walking on a public stage. "I felt naive, blindsided, like I was cast in a show I didn't understand." He clashed with tabloids, endured joke reels, and saw his career stall. After he left the NBA in 2014, he faced chronic injuries and rehab stints overseas. The marriage that launched media memos ended up, ironically, becoming his most famous and destructive performance. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed Humphries struggled to keep his identity intact. He went from being a gritty power forward for the Nets to being known as Kim's ex. Sponsorships dried up. Locker room jokes turned cold. Some teammates allegedly distanced themselves from the circus. Even years later, Humphries admitted in interviews that he couldn't watch the show without cringing. That 72-day union outlasted his NBA relevance. The fallout wasn't just personal, it was professional whiplash. NBA scouts admitted privately that he became too TMZ for team chemistry. The spectacle swallowed his stats. By the time the credits rolled, he was no longer an athlete making headlines, just a headline without a team. 3. James Harden and Khloe Kardashian. By 2015, Harden was already blazing on the hardwood, but his relationship with Khloe became a distraction that hid in plain sight. Sports Illustrated later quoted Harden confessing, "That year is absolutely the worst of my career," citing paparazzi swarms and lifestyle photo dumps. Post-breakup, his game skyrocketed. MVP season, elite scoring, swag on a breakaway. Analysts believe the split freed him to refocus. Social posts from June 2016 show Harden training alone. No lights, no cameras, just laser workouts. Takeaway: some romances choke careers. Harden proved that leaning back from chaos allowed him to dominate again. Insiders said Harden hated the forced spotlight. He wasn't built for tabloid fame. Friends claimed he'd vent about TMZ showing up at restaurants and Khloe's reality schedule clashing with his grind. Team insiders noticed him mentally checked out mid-season, and chemistry with teammates reportedly dipped. Once the relationship ended, Harden cut his inner circle down and hired a new trainer. He got leaner, meaner, and laser-focused. By the 2017 to 2018 season, he wasn't just back. He was redefining what an NBA superstar looked like. The beard came alive, and so did the beast. Even veteran commentators said Harden's post-Khloe run was like watching a man unshackled. No more Hollywood noise, just cold-blooded buckets. His isolation game became iconic, his step-back three a nightmare. Off the court, radio silence. He let his play do the talking, and it screamed MVP. 4. Blake Griffin and Kendall Jenner.
In other
Do you have
group
a
chats, and they were
separate
like,
text?
Kendall, you literally.
When Blake slid into Kendall's DMs in 2017, the world watched. They say he slid into the Pistons the same year. His game also slipped. Legal documents showed Blake's ex, Bryn Cameron, suing him mid-dating Jenner, claiming their plans betrayed their family foundation. Atlanta legal sources listed soul-crushing headlines. Griffin, big man with a bigger love life. Clips from Radar Online and TMZ Sports pieced together lawsuit drama, heart-tugging Instagram stories, and late-night brunch dramas. By the time he landed in Detroit, critics wondered whether he lost his focus to love's chaos. He never recaptured his all-star spark. Suspense angle. Inside allegations hinted at splits fueled more by tabloids than true conflicts. Multiple insiders from the Clippers camp noted his locker room mood shifting. Quieter, more distracted, occasionally skipping optional shoot-arounds. Some teammates even joked about the Kardashian hangover slowing his vertical. Kendall, for her part, never confirmed exclusivity, fueling gossip cycles that became endless distractions. Griffin, once known for high-flying dunks and commercials with comedic charm, slowly faded from NBA highlight reels. By 2019, analysts pointed to a clear turning point. Blake stopped being Blake the moment the paparazzi started trailing his off-court moves more than his layups. One NBA executive even told Bleacher Report that Griffin looked emotionally tapped out, comparing his energy to a player 10 years older. Despite a few late career bursts, Blake's name started popping up in trade rumours, not all-star ballots. 5. Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner.
Like Griffin, he's our newest star. He was drafted number.
Their Sedona road trip photos shook Twitter, but unlike past pairings, Booker and Kendall have kept it low-key. No tabloid duets, no giant rings, no court drama. They've stayed discreet, letting results speak. Booker's sizzling playoff run in 2021 proved the romance isn't disrupting his flow. Insight: a new blueprint is emerging, love without headlines. They've managed the narrative, even as paparazzi buzz. Insiders from the Suns locker room say Booker's discipline never wavered. Early morning workouts, late-night film reviews, none of the typical K-Curse symptoms. Kendall, too, seemed to understand the assignment. Minimal courtside appearances, no overexposure. Even during high-pressure series, Booker kept dropping 30-plus points like clockwork. Unlike past NBA Kardashian combos, where reality TV clashed with real-time performance, this pairing dodged the drama. Sports blogs praised their quiet chemistry, calling it a masterclass in private dating under public scrutiny. The message? A relationship doesn't have to derail a career if you don't let it turn into a spectacle. Off the court, Booker kept endorsement deals rising and avoided messy headlines. One Suns executive even noted, "He's more focused now than ever, love life included." Unlike his predecessors, Booker managed to balance fame and finesse, proving that privacy might just be the ultimate power play in the Kardashian era. 6. The Kardashian Curse.
And someone I admire very much.
We've traced 4 romances. Each hit the headlines and hurt careers. Except Devin and Kendall. What changed? It's more than just luck. It's the era of awareness. Social media matured and athletes evolved with it. Today's stars aren't just players. They're walking brands with PR-savvy teams that manage optics like contracts. Then there's the experience curve. Players now see a Kardashian connection not as a starry-eyed fling, but as a business variable with career implications. Meanwhile, the Kardashians themselves have adapted too. With years of media storms behind them, they've learned to protect brand interests, not just chase short-term ratings. Kendall's approach with Booker, subtle, controlled, and brand safe, was light years ahead of earlier high-drama relationships. Even Kris Jenner's playbook seems updated. Less tabloid circus, more long-term optics. Ultimately, the so-called curse shifted from emotional chaos to dramatic TV. And with that separation came clarity. Athletes who once fell into the reality trap are now navigating fame with strategy. The curse didn't disappear, it just got outplayed.
It's his 75th birthday party, so I wanted my hair really...
From headlines to hardwood, the love stories featuring the Kardashians and NBA stars have become high-stakes drama. Cameras breathe fire. Fame comes with strings. But the nature of celebrity romance has evolved. Some upset seasons, some stage revival. Others remain on pause. So here's the question for you. If you were an NBA star, would venturing into the Kardashian world be worth the heat? Or would you steer clear, protect your legacy, and let romance breathe quietly behind closed doors? Sound off in the comments. Tell us which NBA Kardashian pairing you think made the best return, and which one should have called time out. And be sure to subscribe for Celeb Titbits, where we do more than spill tea. We unbury the truth behind fame, sports, and scandal. You won't want to miss what we've got brewing next. Stay sharp, fam. This is a drama that's far from over.